So I just watched this movie and I will be reviewing it with two others. 'Cause that's what you do. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while because I had to do. Sorry. But I'm back and I saw a whole bunch of movies, so let's go. Alright, in this video I am going to be reviewing 3 movies. Now, I was still kind of figuring out last time if I was going to do one review or one movie per review video, but I really don't want to do that. So I thought that I would try to group the films or the series that I review and kind of try to link them together or put them in the same theme. Either it's going to be very general and I saw 3 thrillers in a row, for instance, or 2 comedies. But today I chose 3 films that have somewhat of a link. First one is The Mauritanian, the second one is Minari, and the third one is Burning. How are these movies linked? Well, The Mauritanian won a few prizes at the Golden Globes, so did Minari, and then Minari is linked to Burning through Steven Yeun. So let's not dawdle and kick into gear with the first movie. Here's the trailer.
If you stray outside the designated areas, you will be removed from the island.
It's recommended you wear a hijab when visiting your client. We've had incidents of inmates spitting at female lawyers.
You want to represent the head recruiter for 9/11.
Mohamedou Ould Slahi, the Mauritanian held in Guantanamo. He recruited the guys who flew your friend's plane into the South Tower.
He put those men on my husband's plane?
I'm gonna make him pay.
In the event the detainee lunges for you, push back away from the table. We'll get in there as quick as we can.
The movie is an adaptation of the Guantanamo Diary. It's a true story about a character called Mohammed, well not a character, a person called Mohamedou, who was taken from his home as a suspect of the 9/11 attacks and then just detained for years at Guantanamo Bay without, any kind of due process. Kevin MacDonald directed this movie, starring Jodie Foster and Tahir Rahim. It's been a while since I saw a movie from Kevin MacDonald. I remember State of Play. I remember The Last King of Scotland. I remember he directed The Eagle, but I didn't see that one. And I haven't seen any other films by this director, so I can't really get into detail when it comes to, is this his best work or not. The film stars Jodie Foster, who won a Golden Globe for her performance, and it stars Tahir Rahim, who was snubbed in this category because he is awesome in this movie. So the review for this, I think, is going to be fairly short. It kind of falls into the very middle of the road category. It's a film that will please a very large audience. It's the kind of courtroom drama / uplifting. It is very safe, very middle of the road. This kind of story, this kind of movie, you've seen it 1,000 times before. Now, does that make it bad? No, because it is expertly directed. It is very well put together. I think that's the main takeaway from this movie. Tahir Rahim is a force to be reckoned with. He is a very good actor, and it is about time that he gets a little more known to the larger audience out there. So I only mentioned Jodie Foster and Tahir Rahim because they are kind of the powerhouses, but I mean Shailene Woodley's in it, Benedict Cumberbatch is in it. And these are all great actors, so they bring their A game and they kind of elevate a very mediocre, very safe, middle-of-the-road movie to another level. So would I recommend it? It is not a bad watch, but I do want to give it 3 stars. Check it out. Movie number 2 is called Minari and won Best Foreign Picture at the Golden Globes. Here's a clip.
Steven, look! They're wheels! Wheels? 여기 대체 어디야?
집이지?
우리 새로 시작한다고 그랬잖아. 이게 그거야.
아빠는 빅 가든 하나 만들 거야.
What a wonderful day to be in the house of the Lord. If you're here with us for the first time, please stand. What a beautiful family. Glad you're here.
How's your daddy like that new farm? He growing things good, doing things right?
Yes.
외국 애들은 할머니랑 같이 방 쓰는 거 싫어한다던데.
I don't like Grandma.
걔는 안 그래요. 한국애니까.
Grandma smells like Korea.
야, 뭐라고? Grandma smell?
There's a whole bunch of names in this movie that I really can't pronounce. So the ones that I can't pronounce are Steven Yeun, Will Patton, Yeri Han, Alan Kim, the adorable Alan Kim. This movie kind of took me by surprise because I didn't really know what to expect. Language-wise, it's definitely a Korean movie. I wouldn't exactly call it a Korean movie when it comes to genre or the kind of style that this movie is. I would classify this more under Americana. It kind of is a very nice blend between the aesthetics of Korean cinema and Americana. It really comes together nicely, and to be honest, not a lot happens in this movie that is overly dramatic or overly sentimental. It's also not extremely surprising in any way, shape, or form when it comes to kind of plot points and the narrative. But it's the feeling of this movie that makes everything so, I don't know, so nostalgic. It takes you through the process of this immigrant family who is trying to set up a farm in Arkansas and has to battle, the elements and whatnot. I mean, despite of, a whole number of bad things that happen, it does kind of feel to me as being feel-good. No doubt this movie is funny in ways that I never expected. There's a dynamic between the little boy played by Alan Kim and the grandmother. I mean, these are just like the perfect comic duo. They play off of each other so well, and the kids are so natural in this. Usually kid actors kind of freak me out, but oh my god, I hope Alan Kim goes on to do like amazing things in the future. I think he really deserves the attention he's getting right now. And as for Steven Yeun, I'm not a zombie fan, so I can't really know. I don't really have an opinion on what his performance in The Walking Dead is like. But I'm getting more interested in this guy as an actor. I kind of want to see him in more things, so that's why I went looking for the other film that I'm going to review. But you know what? This is a very, very good, decent, kind of nostalgic, beautifully filmed story about family going through hardship. I would recommend it. I would give it 4 stars. So after watching Minari and liking what Steven Yeun did in it, I kind of went looking online to see what other stuff he had been in that I may have missed, and I ended up at Burning. So that's number 3.
저한텐 세상이 수수께끼 같아요.
나 모르겠어? 우리 어릴 때 같은 동네 살았잖아.
내 부탁 하나만 들어줄래?
벤이라고 합니다.
어떻게 하면 젊은 나이에 저렇게 살 수 있지?
젊은 나이라도 돈이 많나 보지.
위대한 게 집이네.
재밌네. 애만 있으면 나 뭐든지 해. 희열을 느끼는 거죠. 여기서 베이스가 느껴져요. 뼛속까지 울리는 베이스.
Burning is definitely a lot more Korean in style than Minari is. It's directed by Lee Chang-dong, stars Steven Yeun, Young Young-soo, Yoo Ah-hin. I'm probably completely mispronouncing these names, but it's kind of a weird movie that I do appreciate somehow, though I have to admit that it's probably not for everyone. If slow burn dramas aren't your thing, or if you want to watch movies where every little thing, every little detail is explained to you, then Burning is probably something you should skip. It's a movie that's based on a short story, and then when you see the running time, it's about 2.5 hours long, so I was kind of skeptic going in. And I wasn't entirely wrong to be skeptical about the running time. I mean, this is very long. It really takes its sweet motherfucking time to get where it's going. But I like the way it melts different genres together. I mean, you get a very contemplative sort of poetic drama at the very beginning that then melts into this weird mystery where you're introduced suddenly to a mysterious character, sort of a Great Gatsby style young wealthy man with a lot of question marks around him. And then when you sit through the whole thing, it develops a sort of suspense thriller quality, which was a turn I really liked because I was invested after 2 hours and I didn't really think that that's where it was gonna go. So it's a movie that takes too long to get where it's going, but I would have to say that if this is the kind of thing that you have patience for, the payoff of the movie is worth it. So I would give Burning 3 out of 5. I think Burning can be found on Netflix if you want to see it. The Mauritanian can be found on Prime Video, same as Minari. So go check them out, and I'll see you soon with some more reviews. There's a couple more coming. Cheers.